Well, I reassembled the fan and everything and put the belts back on that I had to take off to access the crank pulley so I could turn the engine to top dead center. I wonder who the doofus was that put the wrong alternator on this car. You notice it's got a double groove alternator. It's not what it takes. Double groove alternator goes on air conditioning cars. This car doesn't have air conditioning, never did. So therefore, the belt which comes off that pulley to the alternator runs to the outside one, and it's out of line because of that fact, if you can see it or not. But anyway, it's just maybe a quarter of an inch running towards the front, so that'll wear the belt out. Probably work, but it wear the belt out. This alternator that they put on here is a 7001. I think that's been researching that. Yeah, it says, I don't know if you can see it, but it says VL 7001. That's the cheapest value crap alternator that you can get. Has like a 90-day warranty on it. So I could swap out the pulleys on this, but it's a real ordeal to do that because that pulley's pressed on. So probably what I'll do, since that's just a junk alternator anyway from the parts store, I'll go get a little bit better junk alternator from the parts store, the right one, and put on it. Just turn that in as a core. Because the what's funny about this is the 7001, that one is for like I said, for an air conditioned car with two belts going over the air conditioning compressor, which that car doesn't have. And this one is supposed to be on here is a 7014, which is a single groove alternator for cars without power air conditioning. And the funny thing about it is the 7001 is $10 more expensive than the one that should have been on it. So, you know, I tell you guys, I have no sympathy for people who do not use information that's available to them. You can research this stuff pretty easily. If you make a mistake by not doing that, or you know, if you lose money or you get lost, you know, I have no sympathy for that, because that's what information is for. Information is there to be used. That's why it's called information. So I know I come across as being really picky about stuff like this, but you know, I'm busy like everybody else. I don't have time to waste my time having to redo stuff because I didn't do my research beforehand. See ya.